Who am I? What is this video? And why do you care? Let's start with the first one. Who am I? My name is Tom Kraft, born and raised in Canada, in the province of British Columbia to be exact. I've always loved the outdoors, but for various reasons in my adult life I have never been able to spend as much time in the wilderness as I would have liked. I was homeschooled from a young age, so I had more free time on my hands than most of my friends. So I ended up spending a great deal of time on my computer. That led me into the technology sector at the young age of 16. I've basically been working full-time ever since. I'm now in my late 30s and I'm feeling the need to put on my creative hat and launch a new video series. It's time to combine my love of film, technology, vehicles, food, and my desire to be having adventures outdoors. I've always had many ideas for video projects, but I've always convinced myself to put them off if I didn't have every little detail planned out. That type of thinking led to analysis paralysis. So to help break the cycle of my inaction, I took the words of a good friend of mine to heart. A good plan today is better than a great plan tomorrow. So with a half-baked idea, I set forth into the unknown. That leads me to the second question. What is this video? This is episode 1 of my new video series called Adventures with HomeSkool. I thought it would be a good idea to feature one of my vehicle projects for my first episode. You may or may not have guessed that the General is an '87 Toyota Tercel 4x4 wagon. I have an off-road adventure planned for the General later in the episode. We'll get to that shortly. Last but not least, why do you care? You may not. You may have no interest in some random dude's adventures. In reality, this video series will likely mean nothing to most people. But they will certainly mean a lot to me when I revisit them in my old age. I have felt the need for a long time to document what I've been up to in a creative way. This is my outlet to do so. So if you're still watching, I hope you enjoy what I put together for my first episode. At the time of this filming, mid-2020, Canada's COVID-19 social distancing rules are in full effect. So as much as I want to include my friends in this episode, I'm going to have to start this video series alone. I'm having a blast filming this by myself, but it certainly comes with some challenges. I am looking forward to getting my friends involved in future episodes post-pandemic. But until that time, HomeSkool is going solo. Alright, that's enough about that. It already looks like we're in the middle of some adventure. I'll shut up and let this one play out in silence. Perhaps I've collected a few too many vehicles over the years. I'm sure my family would attest to that. It is incredibly unrealistic to think I can maintain them all, let alone have the time to enjoy all of them. It's way too much to juggle, and frankly, it's starting to weigh pretty heavily on me. I know this isn't a unique problem. Many guys suffer from vehicular acquisition overload, but somewhat reluctantly, I've started my journey down the road to snap out of it. So before some of my prized possessions leave, I thought I better document some of them. I hope in the future I can watch videos like this one and kindly laugh at my former mental deficiency. Okay, let's get back to the General. Girlfriend at the time bought it in 2008 for $800. She was rusty, real rusty, but what old Toyotas aren't. Worked great for 2 or 3 years until the rear sway bar mount rusted off the unibody. For the next 6 years it sat in a field rotting while I occasionally stole a part. Then I got the bright idea to put her back on the road and use her as a winter beater. I did some minor patchwork and got her good to go. I had to strip out the roof liner and all the carpets due to a mouse infestation. That's when she got the nickname the Ratmobile. Fast forward a few more years and I needed to do body work on my main Tercel. Now I needed the Ratmobile for that summer as well, so I decided to burn off some old summer tires I had. Why not give her a paint job while I was at it? Cheapest spray paint I could find. $6 a can if I remember correctly. I think it cost me $36 and about 4 hours of prep work. Drove her like that for another few years without issue. Then my brother and I tried to recapture our youth and start a paintball field. So I ripped the doors and fenders off, gave her a new military olive brown paint job, and made a paintball car. The General was born. For another few years it served me well in countless paintball scenarios. What a great addition to the team. I was even lucky enough to get to use the General for my day job for a few months. What did we use it for? You can use your imagination. For the sake of the joke, I'm going to say I'm under a confidentiality agreement not to discuss it. Now that we're all caught up, cue the next part of the story. The General is needed once again on the battlefield. Plus, I'd love to film her at least one last time for an epic adventure. But I still don't have an extra battery for her. And to top it off, she has not been running in a few years. So I'm going to steal old Yellow's battery and see if I can get the General fired up. Wish me luck.
What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah!
Alright, I'm happy enough with that. Let's come back in the morning and assess the damage. Well, the paint is flaking off from the impact of all those paintballs over the years. Not too excited about this. Nothing a quick montage won't fix. This is my 99 Jeep XJ. Definitely have an episode planned for it that covers its restoration. But in the meantime, let's head up the mountain. Stupid thing to do. I don't have a roll bar in this thing. That was stupid.